Welcome to the Texas Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us this evening. Before we get started, just a few quick housekeeping items to go over. The first is that attendees are welcome and encouraged to ask questions to any of the panelists at any time utilizing the Q&A feature. You can ask a question to a specific school or ask a general question of any of the schools. Also, your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. There are 2 other blocks of sessions this evening, so please feel free to sign up for them at the same website where you signed up for this evening's session. And about 1 week from today, a recording of the session will also be available on that same registration website. But without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our first panelist, which will be the University of Melbourne.
Hi, everyone. I hope that everyone is doing well. My name is Julia. I'm with the University of Melbourne, based in beautiful Melbourne, Australia. So one of the really great things about our programs is that our bachelor degrees are only 3 years. So we're part of the group of 8 institutions. So basically that means we're similar to an Ivy League institution down under, but it is an affordable access to excellence. And one of the great advantages is that you really get to have an amazing experience in a beautiful country and city. We're actually ranked #1 in Australia and 25 in the world. So we're a large public research intensive university. So we have everything from the humanities to business, STEM, performing arts, and so on. And as you can see, a lot of these are ranked in the top 20 globally. So these are sort of a list of the majors. One point of difference is that you actually are going to be applying directly to the program rather than the university overall. You don't have to choose your major until your 2nd year, but you do have like the flexibility to sort of explore different interests, but you do have to have a general idea of what you'd like to do. Admissions is pretty straightforward. It's really just based on your GPA, your SAT, or your ACT. We do require AP prerequisites for all students, but there's no essays, personal statements, or references. We don't look at extracurriculars, so your whole application filling out will probably be under an hour, and it's quite transparent, meaning if you meet the entry requirements, there's a really good chance you'll get an offer. This is an idea of what the entry requirements are for the different programs. So let's say you want to apply for a Bachelor of Arts, you would need to take, or you'd need to have a 3.2, you'd need to take AP English and another AP exam, and have an SAT of 13, 20, or 28. We also definitely accept the IB diploma as well, and those are guaranteed offers as well. Music and fine arts are talent-based. So for 2021, we have alternatives to SAT and ACT. You can do an online STAT test, which is an aptitude test, or you can apply with an AP aggregate. And I can go over these individually with you guys one-on-one as well. So the seasons are a little different down under. So Sem 1 is March to June, and Sem 2 is July to November. So winter break is going to be in July, and summer is going to be November to February. It can actually be very affordable to do a degree at Uni Melb. You can use US student loans, and just since they're 3-year degrees, you're getting into the workforce sooner, and you're only paying for 3 years rather than 4 of tuition and so on. This is sort of a cost comparison of some in-state options for California, and you can kind of get an idea that it's comparable to a lot of the state schools, a little bit more affordable than some private institutions. We definitely appreciate that Your education is one of the biggest investments that you'll ever make. So we are really proud to rank 7 in the world for graduate employability. Lots and lots of support for students to develop throughout their degree as well as after they graduate. Internships, undergraduate research, huge alumni network across the globe. And definitely one of the best aspects of being a UniMelb student is that you're, right in the heart of downtown Melbourne, just about a 10-15 minute walk from campus. So this is our campus, and it is really a separate campus. And we are Australia's second oldest university. So we've been around since 1853. So that means we have all sorts of really beautiful sandstone buildings and a lot of history. We do definitely have a lot of modern facilities as well. This is our Faculty of Arts, and this is design. So kind of the best of both worlds. A lot of really great places to hang out as well. So Melbourne was actually ranked the most livable city in the world for 7 years in a row. It's an amazing place to be. And, a lot of people, when they go there, they don't really want to leave. Very multicultural and diverse. Our student body is 40% international students. So you'll make friends really from all over the world. And there's, tons of activities, student clubs to get involved in as well. Melbourne is really known as sort of Australia's cultural and sports capital. So, famous for the street art and lots of things, to do, such as, rooftop pubs and, festivals and so on. We're quite close to the Great Ocean Road, which is about an hour away from campus. Really beautiful, easy access to nature, and close to beach communities as well. And please feel free to book a Zoom one-on-one call with me. And I really encourage you to sign up for our mailing list, because we do have events that we get involved in as well. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to us, and I'll just pass it to my colleague.
Thank you very much, University of Melbourne. To anybody who just joined us, just a reminder, you're welcome to ask questions to any of the panelists utilizing the Q&A feature. But up next is University College Cork.
Great, thank you so much. My name is Maggie Cardosi, and I represent University College Cork in Ireland. And I myself actually enjoyed studying in Ireland so much, I did it twice. So I'm really delighted to have the opportunity to share a little bit about a place that I certainly consider to be my second home, and I hope you will consider to be your home someday too. So first, a little bit about the city of Cork. Let's see here. So Cork is Ireland's second largest city. It's located along the southern part of the country near the coastline. And a recent Lonely Planet review said that everything good in Ireland can be found in Cork. I cannot argue with that. Cork City itself is a safe, friendly, and welcoming city that's extremely easy to get around. I love to walk. I think it's the best way to discover the city. But it's also quite close to a lot of some of Ireland's most beautiful heritage sites, beaches, and landscapes. It's just a quick bus or train ride from Cork City out to these areas. Cork City itself is also, even though it's relatively small, it's really over-indexed when it comes to arts and culture. So there's no shortage of things to keep you busy. But if you do want to get outside of the city, like I said, very easy to get to the rest of Ireland via bus or train, or you can get to your parts of Europe and beyond via the Cork International Airport, which is just 4 miles away from our campus. And our campus, speaking of walkability, is just a quick 15-minute walk from the heart of the Cork City Centre on beautiful grounds that date from 1845. We are ranked in the top 1% of top 2% of universities worldwide, with over 130 different international degree programs that are internationally recognized. So your degree will mean something when you leave us, wherever it is that you choose to go. We're #1 for the student experience. experience in Ireland as well, with over 200 different support systems, student clubs, and activities to make sure that you're well looked after, well adjusted, and thriving within our campus community. Our 22,000 students come from over 100 different countries, so you'll not only be living and studying with students from Ireland, but you'll also be studying with students from all around the world. And speaking of the world, we're very proud to be the world's first green campus, as well as in the top 10 universities for our sustainability practices. So if you are particularly concerned about human impact on the environment or combating climate change, you are going to find a supportive and like-minded community here at UCC. Our undergraduate degrees can be either 3 or 4 years, and they're all direct entry honors programs. Our programs, like I said, there are over 130 different ones that you can choose across 4 different colleges. So we have everything from arts and social sciences to life and health sciences, food science, business, engineering, law, and even medicine as well. Some of our most popular programs or unique programs include our BA Arts degree, anthropology, criminology, forensic science, psychology and computing, applied geosciences, and public health sciences as well. And practical learning is really the cornerstone of our curriculum at UCC. So most of these programs would include work placements, internship courses, or study abroad opportunities. And we have over 1,000 different industry partners that we work with very closely to develop our curriculum and also work with those work placements. And this contributes to the really high rate of employability of our students, with over 94% employed or in further study. Many of them actually go on to be employed by the industry partners that we work with, which I've listed up there in the right-hand corner. It's also worth noting that our average cost of attendance is relatively cost effective, especially if you're considering out-of-state or private school options, coming in at around $34,000 US, and there are some scholarships available for international students as well. In terms of the application, it's relatively straightforward. You can apply directly on our website from December 10th every year, and we do rolling admission from that date with about a 3-week turnaround time from a completed application. And your completed application will contain either your up-to-date transcript, or IB predicted grades, any standardized tests that you've taken, whether that's ACT, SAT, or AP exams, as well as recommendation letters and a 500-word essay detailing why you're interested in studying at UCC. One thing to note though, so I've put our minimum requirements here on the slide. We look for a minimum 3.0 unweighted GPA or a 26 IB total. However, more competitive programs may be looking for as high as a 3.7 GPA or a 36 IB total. Also want to note that if you haven't taken AP exams, we will consider honors courses or in dual enrollment options. And we have become relatively flexible when it comes to SAT and ACT exams due to the lack of access that has been a result of the pandemic. So all of that to say, if you have any questions, you're not sure if you meet the requirements, you're more than welcome to reach out. We're happy to help you. So I'll leave it there for now. And as I said, I'm very happy to answer any questions that you might have. You're welcome to scan that QR code for more info or reach out to me directly. So as they say in Ireland, go mil maget, and thanks so much for listening.
Thank you very much, University College Cork. Our third presenter this evening will be Universidad de Las Americas, Puebla.
All right, thank you so much. Let me share my screen. Awesome. Okay, everyone. I'm making sure I'm doing this right. Great. Okay, so La Universidad de Las Americas is located in Puebla, Mexico. We are about 2 hours south of Mexico City, close enough to have all of the action. So we are one of the most beautiful campuses in the country. We are a US accredited schools through SACSEOC. So your degree is if you had studied in the United States. We also have accreditations in almost every category that you'll see in these next few slides for engineering, for biology. We also have ABIT accreditation. AACSB, we just got accredited through them about a week ago. So we're super excited. It's one of few accreditations available worldwide. So just a little bit about our faculty. 99% of our people do have their graduate degrees. The majority of our professors have studied internationally and completed their degree programs at another school outside of Mexico. So something we're super proud of too is that about 40% of our professors are on the National Council of Excellence for research for the country of Mexico. So they do have a lot of input in what happens nationally. Our classes are small. We have less than 8,000 students in the whole campus. We have a uni campus, meaning we only have one campus in the country, and we pride ourselves in keeping that academic excellence in one spot. So we don't have satellite campuses throughout. We just started master's degrees online due to the pandemic. They're hybrid. You can do them online or you can do them in person. But for undergraduate, we still believe that our students should be with us on campus. So that is some information there. We are listed as a QS 5-star institution. There are only 63 schools in the world that do have this 5-star ranking, and we are one of them. So we're super proud of that. This just gives you a little picture of, our state-of-the-art facilities. We really pride ourselves in having a little bit of everything. If you were to ask, what are your top 10 programs? We have a bunch in every area that are good in our 5 different schools. So we're pretty proud of every little thing that we have, from engineering to the arts. Even our athletic programming for Mexico is one of the top-notch programs in the country. This just gives you a little bit of information about our campus overall. We are a hacienda that was gifted to us, and we've created a college campus in a little town outside of Puebla called Cholula. It's a suburb, and it is a college town. So everything is about UDLA in that area. Okay. All right, so we have over 200 student exchange programs throughout the world. So if you want to come to UDLAP and then you want to go do a program abroad, let's say in Germany, let's say you're doing engineering and you're fascinated with the German culture, we have a lot of really good programs all over the world, so that you can go do a semester, a summer, an internship, or do a dual credit program where you can get a dual degree with certain other schools. So if that's something that interests you, let us know and we'll show you the way. We have strategic business partners. These are them. So you can see we are all over, not only Mexico, but internationally, with different programs that you can be a part of. So we really believe in building your network, not only nationally, but internationally. These different groups, entities have internships within our school. So if you work with TV UDLAP and let's say you do editing, we work with you to get you into Televisa so that you can work with the national programming. And it's, like I said, Mexico City is an hour and a half away, 2 hours at the most. So it's very easy for you to be able to get there, do some work, and come back in the same day. We have the largest private university library in the country. We do offer specific scholarships for students. So we do have an entrance exam that you have to take to get into our school, and based on your score determines the kind of scholarships we can offer you. If you're at a school that has an alliance with us, like Colegios Americanos, just to give you an example, we do offer different scholarships with them. In Mexico, one of the things is how you pay determines how they can also give you different discounts on your tuition. You pay in advance, they'll give you a certain amount off. You pay almost the week of, you're going to pay full price. Okay, we have a lot of courses to prepare you for studying online at this time, for being a good student at our campus once you're there. Right now, our campus is closed because of COVID. We are governed by the Secretary of Education in Mexico, and they believe that at this time, schools should be only online. So we all are working from home and are online. Okay. Also, we are super big on making sure that you do your best while you're there. So we do have academic tutoring. Let's say that Spanish is not your native language and you want to come, but you also are unsure of your Spanish. We make you take a Spanish entrance exam so we know where you're at and we can offer you the support that you need to be successful in Spanish. All right. We have 52 bachelor degree programs. These are our 5 schools. Here you can see all of the different programs available. These are our master's degree programs. We do have different partnerships with community colleges. You can check to see if it's one with your area. We do accept FAFSA and we do have student loan programs. This gives you an idea of our costs. We're about $15,000 for a year, and that's living on campus. So compare that to your community college, and you'll see it's a pretty good price for a private university in another country. Our admissions process is rolling. We're starting now through July 4th. Go ahead and reach out to us. I will put our information in the chat, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Udlap. Now we will be moving into the second half of our presentations. Again, just a reminder to any attendees who recently joined us, please feel free to send any questions you may have via the Q&A feature. But up next is Trinity College Dublin.
Thanks, Christopher. Let me share my screen here. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here with us tonight, and 100,000 welcomes from Trinity College Dublin. I'm Amanda Lundberg, and I'm actually based in San Antonio, so hopefully not too far from those of you in Texas tonight. A lot closer than Dublin, certainly. I personally lived abroad for 12 years and studied as part of my degree abroad as well, and it was the best decision I ever made. So I'm really happy to be sharing with you a little bit more about studying in Ireland. All right, so my colleague from UCC gave you a little bit of info about why you should study in Ireland. So I wanted to share with you why you should choose Trinity. Trinity College Dublin is Ireland's oldest and highest ranked university. We were founded in 1592 with a long tradition of being a global research-led university with a vibrant and diverse community. We have nearly 19,000 students, of which come from 120 different countries. We've recently been ranked as the 8th most international university, which has gone a bit askew on the slide there. But we have around 28% of our students that are international, as well as 40% of our staff. And a little bit about why you should consider Dublin as your study location. Dublin is an ideal place to visit and study. It's a blend of a cosmopolitan European capital, but it has a smaller city feel than most capital cities. Everything is at your doorstep in Dublin, and it's a very, very safe city. And Dublin has also been voted as one of the best student cities in the world. Dublin's also a gateway to the rest of Ireland, of course, and Europe, but also home to many of the world's leading financial, business, biomedical, and IT companies. So you can see a few of them that are based in Dublin here. And as you can see here, Trinity is at the exact physical center of and the heart of Dublin. So these are our top 10 courses that students from the US typically choose from. We offer a wide range of subject areas, over 24 different schools and 3 different faculties. So literally hundreds of combinations where you can study single subjects or joint honors where you combine subjects to do a major and a minor or a double major. And there's other pre-structured interdisciplinary programs here as well. Our academic structure is focused, so we don't have any general education requirements, and our students do start their program from day one, their major and their minor from day one. And I'd also like to point out here our dual BA degree with Columbia University in New York. This is a fantastic built-in study abroad opportunity with programs across select arts and humanities and STEM courses, and it allows you to achieve 2 degrees in 4 years. So we do accept the US high school diploma as well as the IB diploma or French baccalaureate or any other qualification that you may be studying currently. Trinity has been test optional for 2021 entry and will continue to be flexible regarding SATs and ACTs, just knowing that students have not been able to take them as readily this year. And you can see here what of the other criteria that we would be considering if this has affected you. In general, applications are program specific and they're made directly through the subject page on our website. The portal is open from October with a rolling admission through June, though some subjects do have earlier deadlines here. And you can make up to 3 applications and the first one is seen as your first choice. So we have lots and lots of support for our international students, for all of our students actually, but we understand that you might be worried about starting a new life in a new country, but you won't be alone with the amount of support you have at your fingertips here. So just a few that I like to point out, all of our undergraduate students receive a personal tutor from day 1 of your studies. This is someone that you can kind of lean on as an advisor or a mentor. And we also have a global room on campus, which is our main support hub for international students, and also an event space. But here you can get advice from our global relations staff, from our student ambassadors, and of course we do put on lots of events for you to get to know other international students as well as some of the home students that are from Ireland as well. And we also have nearly 200 clubs and societies for you to get involved with, which is part of our support system. So 50 different sports clubs, American sports, European sports, even Irish sports, of course. And we also have academic, language, arts and culture societies as well. Basically, any sort of niche hobby or interest you have, we will be able to find you a society to join. So all of our fees at Trinity do vary by subject. So I've put our website there if you wanted to check on your particular subject area, but you can see how competitive we are with popular schools here in Texas. Tuition at Trinity is on average around $26,000 per year, and cost of living is $16,000 per year. That of course is depending on housing and lifestyle choices too. But we offer tons of school-specific scholarships, and we also have our Global Excellence Scholarship, which is just for American students that you can apply for, along with several others. And you can also apply for financial aid through FAFSA. So a little bit about our employability. Our graduates are highly sought after by employers across sectors and around the world, and many have gone on to successful careers around the globe. We're highly ranked for our employability, with 95% of our graduates being in employment or further study, and graduates tend to earn a little bit more than some of their Irish counterparts, and you can see some of the other benefits there. This is just a quick snapshot of some of our notable alumni. You may recognize a few names, but I'll share this with you after tonight if you like. And then just finally, this is our long room in our gorgeous old library, home to the Book of Kells, a 9th century gospel manuscript, also the 4th most visited tourist attraction in Ireland. So thank you again for your time. Feel free to scan the QR code on the right for more information about our open days coming up this month, and follow us on Instagram for information specific to US students.
Great. Thank you very much, Trinity College. Up next this evening is Temple University, Japan.
Thank you very much. My name is Andrew. I'm an admissions counselor here at Temple University Japan campus, or TUJ for short. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the university, starting with why I think you should consider Japan as a possible study destination. Japan offers a very rich and unique culture, whether it's anime, manga, the history of Japan, the architecture. There really is something for everyone here in this amazing city. Tokyo, Japan itself, is annually recognized as one of the safest countries to live in. And there is a growing impetus within Japan to attract more international students with the long-term future of them graduating and living and working in Japan after they graduate from university. So there's a wealth of different opportunities now within Japan itself. Focusing specifically now on Temple University, Temple itself originates out of Philadelphia on the east coast of the United States. It's a huge public comprehensive university of around 35,000 undergraduate students. And TUJ is simply an extension of that school, a branch campus out in Tokyo, Japan. So our students in Japan are working towards an American degree, a Temple degree, exactly the same as those students studying in Philadelphia. They can complete their full 4-year undergraduate program in Japan, and you're not required to know Japanese before you enroll, but you can certainly start to learn the language or continue to learn when you join us at the university. Specifically, our location, we are very lucky to be located in the heart of the city. Places like Shibuya, Shinjuku, which are real central hubs for Tokyo, are located within 15 minutes of the campus. And Tokyo itself is connected by probably the world's safest and most reliable public transport system, specifically the trains. So our campus offers a great vantage point to go and explore this amazing city. In terms of your experience as a student, in addition to your regular lecture style classes, our small interactive classes, we do offer a variety of different learning styles. This includes a lot of case study work. For example, you may be connected with a company in Silicon Valley working online on a collaborative marketing project, or visiting the board of Häagen-Dazs Japan to work on a project for them. We offer internships for all of our students in a variety of different fields. This includes working with the American Embassy in Tokyo, working for Japanese companies as well as international companies such as Amazon and Audi. So again, there's a great variety there in terms of internship opportunities. And then outside of the classroom, we offer a very extensive immersive activities program where our students have the opportunity to take part in a variety of different cultural workshops, explore parts of Tokyo as well as Japan in general. So maybe you'll go skiing in Hokkaido, for example, or visit the onsen down in Kyushu. We're a very diverse campus. We currently have around 70 different nationalities studying with us. That diversity is reflected in the faculty grouping as well. We're a small college campus of around 1,300 students, so we do have a very strong community feel here at the university. Average class size here, around 21 students in the class. They are very interactive. Again, I mentioned the activities program, as well as a number of different clubs offer another opportunity for you to get to know your fellow classmates, as well as the faculty really well. Our focus here is on 10 undergraduate majors, mainly in the liberal arts field. It is possible for students to double major, and minor, with a very popular combination being something like international business studies major with a minor in Japanese. TUJ is the oldest foreign university campus in Japan. We've been here for nearly 40 years, but in 2019, we reached a huge milestone, moving to a brand new campus. With this campus, we struck up a new collaborative partnership with Showa Women's University, which is literally located just across the street from us now. It's been dubbed as Japan's first global campus with our 2 universities working together. And we're excited to see how this partnership grows and develops as we settle into our new campus space. We offer a couple of different options in terms of accommodation for our students. There's a dormitory which offers single private rooms, private bathrooms, as well as a more immersive experience with a homestay where you're actually going to stay with a Japanese family. One of the big benefits of being a smaller branch campus is that our costs are much lower than studying in the US. When you compare to a private college fee or an out-of-state public college fee, our tuition comes in at roughly around $15,000 per year. We do offer a number of merit-based scholarships. You can use FAFSA as well at the Japan campus. And it's possible for international students to work up to 28 hours a week part-time as well. So all these can help supplement those costs of studying in Japan. The application process is very simple. You can do this online via our online application form. If you're applying for the fall semester, you'll also find TUJ on the Common App. We are test optional now, so you're no longer required to submit SATs or ACTs. But if you do have those scores and you think they'll supplement your application, then please do feel free to submit those. We are rolling admissions. You can apply for either our spring, summer, or fall semester, and admissions decisions are sent out in approximately 4 weeks of you completing your admissions application. Do hop over to our website when you have the chance to look at the various online webinars that we're offering right now, including one coming up at the end of next week with some of our student ambassadors. Well, they'll be talking about their expenses and living in Tokyo, as well as a number of sample lessons. Thank you very much for listening. Again, our website provides a lot more information, and I look forward to any questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to you, Jay. And now our final presenter this evening, Duke Kunshan University.
Hi, thank you very much. My name is Lindsay, and I'm a Global Recruitment Officer with Duke Kunshan University, which is Duke University's new joint venture university in China. Essentially, what we're offering is like a Duke Education 2.0 taught in English in China to top international students from all around the world. We are very new. Our undergraduate program just launched in 2018. So our first class will actually graduate for the first time in 2022. We are owned and operated by 3 partners. The first is Duke University, which is typically ranked in the US top 10 and worldwide top 20 universities. Our second university partner is Wuhan University, which is one of China's top 10. Our students study both at Duke Kunshan in China and at Duke in the US and earn 2 degrees, one from each institution. This is the city of Kunshan, where our campus is located. It is about 2 million residents and one of the greenest and wealthiest cities in all of China. It's also an emerging technology and innovation hub, much like Silicon Valley in California. From there, where our campus is, it's only about 21 minutes on the high-speed train to reach Shanghai, which is one of the biggest and most international metropolises in China, if not the world. We're also only about 20 minutes away from China's historic water towns like this one, where our students can get more of the flavor and traditions of historic China. Our flagship study away is the study away at Duke program. So this would typically be done during either the fall or the spring semester of the junior year. There's also the option to add on a consecutive summer term. While at Duke, our students live on campus. They can take from the full menu of courses at Duke and participate in clubs and activities, having as much of the full rounded Duke experience as possible. And then they do graduate with those 2 degrees, a Chinese degree from Duke Kunshan University and a US bachelor's degree from Duke. We are an American-style, research-oriented liberal arts and sciences university, taking an innovative, practical, and global approach to higher education. We are about 60% Chinese nationals, 40% international, with over 50 different countries and nationalities represented. When we grow to full capacity, that will be about 2,000 undergrads total and 5 graduate programs. We have a variety of different majors, and they are all interdisciplinary dual majors that are linked up, kind of like a prepackaged double major or major and minor combo. We're offering our courses on 7-week mini-mesters where our students take just 2 or 2.5 courses at a time. We also have classes in the classroom Monday through Thursday, but Fridays are set aside for experiential learning outside of the class, like sports activities, field trips, internships, research. There's so much our students can do on those free Fridays. We have hands down the best, newest, most spacious, amazing student residences I've ever seen anywhere. Some of them are traditional doubles and some are quad setups with 4 roommates, 3 or 4 bedrooms, and 2 bathrooms in a shared living space. Our tuition is linked to Duke universities. So it is in the private university tuition range that you might be familiar with. But the cost of living in those gorgeous dorms and meal plans and whatnot is about $10,000 less every year than what the College Board is currently recommending for students living in the US. Even better news, over 80% of our US and international students receive reduced tuition through scholarships and financial aid. and those can be up to 100% tuition coverage. For juniors and below, typically if you apply to DKU and you get in, we actually fly you to China in late April to check out the campus, take sample classes, and see for yourself if this feels like the best place for you. That's wonderful because we are operating safely face-to-face right now and coordinating the return of our overseas students, faculty, and staff. So there is a great chance to have the more classic on-campus college experience. This is our QR code if you'd like to sign up for full-length info sessions or virtual campus tours led by our current students. We are also sending out really nice, super soft t-shirts. So again, if you'd like to sign up and get a t-shirt and check out our online events, here is the link right here. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much, Kunshan, and thank you to all of our presenters this evening. We do have a few minutes remaining, so while we wait to see if any additional questions come in from our attendees, perhaps I can ask you all to turn on your webcams and answer the following question. I'll throw an easy one at you. What's your favorite event or tradition on campus or in your city? And we can go in the same order. So Melbourne first.
Hi, everyone. So we have a really great farmers market on Wednesdays, and the food is really, excellent option. So very multicultural food. So I really enjoy that about campus.
Thank you. University College Cork.
One thing that I think is funny is that students rub the nose of the statue of George Boole, which is outside of the library during exam time for good luck. So the nose is actually worn down over time. And if you don't know who George Boole is, he invented Boolean logic, which laid the foundation for the information age. So you're welcome.
Thank you. Udlap.
So we have a lot of cultural things throughout the year. I mean, Day of the Dead is something that we are big on. In after Halloween, we do a lot of different dance things throughout the year. We bring concerts on campus. So anything culturally related, UDLAP is very big on.
Thank you. Trinity College.
I think we have a similar thing to UCC. We're kind of a longstanding tradition that students don't walk beneath the bell tower just here because the superstition is that you would fail your exams. So that's a funny little tradition we have on campus. So students don't walk underneath the bell tower.
Thank you. TUJ.
Yeah, thanks. While not specifically on campus, my favorite event of the year is the annual visit that our students take to Mount Fuji because it's such an iconic symbol of Japan. So they'll hike up to the top overnight, so they're there at the summit to watch the sunrise in the morning. I think it's a great occasion.
Right. Duke, Kunshan?
So right now we have a fantastic field trip program called DKU Quest. And right now we're offering at least one free field trip to all of our students. They've gone hiking the Great Wall of China, horseback riding in Mongolia. They've gone places to study like traditional Chinese medicine, like acupuncture and herbal remedies. So that's a really wonderful opportunity, no matter what your travel price point may be personally.
Great, thank you. And again, thank you to all of our panelists this evening and our attendees for joining us. It's great that you are all considering a college outside of the US. I think it's a great opportunity. But before we wrap up this evening, just a few quick housekeeping items. The first is that when you close this window, you will receive a very quick 4-question survey. So please take a minute and complete it. And again, there are 2 other blocks of sessions this evening. So please sign up for them at the same website where you signed up for this session. And about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will also be available on that registration website. But again, thank you to everybody and to all of our attendees. Good luck in your college search. Have a great night.
Thank you. Good night.